that Walt Disney's inspiration for the Disneyland park came to him while he was sitting down on a bench at the Griffin Park? No, but let me tell you, that's the way it happens. Most of you have heard or visited the Disneyland Resort since it's one of the most visited places outside of California. The Disneyland Resort is an amusement park created by Walt Disney on July 17, 1955. Since day one, Disneyland Resort became so popular that they host a big amount of people. From that time to now, the popularity has grown a lot that now they host over 14.5 million people per year. This is according to the article Disneyland Opens by the website history.com. But it wasn't the park wasn't like that when they first opened it. It didn't host the amount of people that we see today. It began like a traditional fair ride, like a fair ride park that we can see at the Santa Monica Pier, for example. The ticket amount of rides were limited, and there were only a certain amount of people that were allowed to visit the park. Nowadays, Disneyland hosts almost 44,000 people per day, according to an article written by Hugo Martin for the LA Times. The purpose of my speech is to provide you with some tips that can help you enjoy the park and all the rides the park provides with a large amount of crowd as a result of its popularity. I enjoy spending some of my free time on both Disneyland Park and its neighbor park, the California Adventure. But for the purpose of this speech, I will be focusing only on Disneyland Park. When you begin thinking about Disneyland, you start thinking on all the rides and all the nasty lines that you have to do. I know that doesn't sound excited, but I can help you avoid those unwanted lines. The first tip is to arrive early. This is because many of the guests they go to Disneyland are families with their children. But if you arrive early, you will be able to enjoy some of the rides without no lines. One of the biggest rides that Disneyland has is Space Mountain. It's such a fun ride, but on a bad day, the line can be up to 120 minutes long. I know this is a lot, but when you arrive early, you are going to be able to ride on these kind of rides without no lines because the family crowds aren't arrived yet. But you're not only gonna be able to ride these fast-paced rides. You will be able also to walk inside the park without worry about a lot of people walking around. Once you have enjoyed most of the crowded attraction by the middle of the day, as a result of getting early to the park, you are ready to do the rest. Something that many people like to do while they're in the park is to watch all the shows and the parades that the park provides. For me, and as a lot of people says, these are very time consuming and they are not like that important as the rest. But this time is perfect to enjoy most of the rides that gets a lot of people because many of people camp out to find a good seat around the curves where there's no sun, where is the shade. So you can do it, go and enjoy all the rides. I will be able to get most of the rides around the parades since most of the people aren't doing the rides at that time. While the parade's doing, the rides that I recommend to do are Pirates of the Caribbean and the Fantasyland rides. Why? Because around this time, it's what most of the people are enjoying the parade. Knowing when the shows are happening will give you a plenty of time to enjoy more rides. There are also so many shows and attractions that you can avoid since they are not so important that can help you ride the more important ones. These are also two tips that will help you reduce wait time at Disneyland Park. I know that have worked for me. There is another way to avoid some lines, but that's including paying more money. But this is a purchasing a fast mass pass. But my point is to help you and help your pocket enjoy most of the rides at Disneyland. You can have fun at Disneyland Resort without having to worry about all these lines that many people think are the craziest in the world. But as you can see, many of the people enjoy Disneyland without worrying about the lines. And maybe you can have time to go visit Mickey Mouse house. It's all start with a mouse after all.